Splendor by designer Marc Andre is a game of collecting gems and buying cards for 2 to 4 players set in the Renaissance period. Players race to become the most prestiged merchant among all of the merchants at the table by collecting 15 victory points, winning them the game. Splendor is both a game that is incredibly easy to teach and easy to learn. The game only has 4 possible actions you can take on your turn and no interactions to perform outside of your own turn. On your turn in Splendor, you may only take one of the 4 possible actions. You can take 3 gems of 3 different colours, 2 gems of the same colour as long as there are at least 4 of that colour in the reserve. You can buy a card by paying its price in gems, or reserve a card, putting it into your own personal hand so only you can buy it, as well as taking a gold joker token along with it, which can be used in lieu of any gem colour. And that's it. Just keep buying cards with prestige points on them until you have a total value of 15 points, and you win. Simple, right? Well, that brings me onto one of the biggest draws of Splendor. It's an incredibly good brain burner puzzle that asks a lot of you. Cards that you buy from the table will give you a discount for the gem type of that card by 1. Not to mention you have nobles as well, who will give you even more points for free if you have certain cards of certain colour types. If this is starting to sound or look a little overwhelming to you, that's because it sort of is. For new players especially, things can get overwhelming from just the first turn, because while there may only be 4 possible actions you can take on a turn, there are a lot of factors to take in. What gems do I take if I choose to take them? Which card do I buy so I can begin building a well-oiled victory engine? Should I go for the nobles? Do I want to reserve a card so that I can deny it from another player? This is without even mentioning the need to take into account what other players are doing as well, as their actions and strategies will impact your own. The game does attempt to curb itself from being too overwhelming by having all the cards split into 3 tiers, with the lowest one having cheaper gems but not having any sort of prestige points on them, and the most expensive ones having more prestige points on them. This gives you a very good direction of where to start off from on your first turn. The brain burner nature of Splendor leads it to being a very quiet game to play. If you're looking for a game that will evoke more conversation, then Splendor may not be the right answer for you. It's a game that I've seen even cause some of the loudest people I know to be took into deep thought, and not say much other than profanities when another player takes an action that messes up their whole strategy. Splendor's flavour is incredibly dry, the theme is almost non-existent, and whether this is good or bad for you will be incredibly subjective. Some will like that it has almost no theme, as that makes the game inoffensive, while others will wish for more. To complement the dry flavour though, are Splendor's incredibly lavish gem chips. A real highlight of the game is simply just handling them like lovely poker chips. They feel weighty and add a lot of tactility to the game. To end the review, without any comments on the game's empty box, Splendor is very good if you're looking for an easy to teach game for lovers of puzzles that scales between 2 and 4 players very well. Thanks to its replayability, quick setup time, and timely endings, Splendor lends itself well to being both a game you can play multiple times over, while also being a quick filler game between the larger games in your game night. I would also recommend it to anyone who wants to take a look into designer board games, or get others into them as well thanks to it being incredibly lightweight to initially learn.